the flavor? Where's the flavor in this?
Fashion faux pas in the ton. Bridgerton Season 3's costume catastrophe. Hello, my lovely lords and ladies of the digital realm. Welcome back to another video where we'll be critiquing and celebrating the fashion triumphs and disasters of the glamorous world of Bridgerton. Spoiler alert, it's not all sunshine and roses in the ton this season. So, go on, grab your favorite cup of tea, and let's get into it. Welcome. Now, Bridgerton has always been our guilty pleasure, a visual feast of stunning, elaborate costumes and Regency elegance with a modern twist. But this season, what happened, darling? It's like the costume department went to a Halloween store during a clearance sale and said, "Yes, this will do." Now, to be fair, not all was bad. For instance, Penelope's costumes and overall glow-up were all flawless. The male characters' looks were also up to par and on point. Most of the disaster came from the female characters' costumes. Let's start with the sheer shawls and gloves they had the women wear this season. I mean, what do we even call those? Are they even gloves, or just a piece of sheer material pulled over the women's hands, seeing as they didn't appear to be tailored at all in some instances? I mean, what happened to the silk and satin gloves from previous seasons? Or, even if we were going the sheer route, we've seen sheer gloves before on the show worn mostly by Eloise, Daphne, and sometimes Kate. The difference was previously the sheer gloves were well-tailored and you could see a satin or silk lining on the wrists. Some were adorned by pearls or pristine embroidered flowers that made them look delicate and classy at the same time. This season, it was like they were heading to some 80s party, or something with some unfinished-looking sheer material worn as gloves. And, don't get me started on the acrylic nails some of the women had, and Cressida's inflated sleeves. Even worse, the sleeves got bigger and more ridiculous episode after episode. I get Bridgerton is not a historically accurate show, but some of the things that made us fall in love with the show during the first 2 seasons in the first place was the attention to detail. How they made things look regal with the limited resources they portrayed that the Regency era had. It's as if the costume designers and the wardrobe department overall forgot what century they were in. Bridgerton's charm always lies in its delicate balance of historical accuracy and modern flair. But this season, it seems they've decided to throw that balance out the window. And let's talk about Kate's wardrobe in episodes 1 and 5. First of all, there was a clear consensus that they made a conscious effort to put her in dull colors and just loads and loads of fabric under the guise of adding some Indian influence.
So, that's suspicious. That's weird.
For instance, the long coat and dress she wore in the beginning of episode 5 when her and Anthony were returning to their family home had quite a lot going on. A positive, the attention to detail on the coat design, and especially in the back, was pretty creative. Other than that, the colors, the dress she wore inside was absolutely depressing. And thank heavens we only saw the top part of the number she wore at the engagement party, because once I saw the full dress in a behind-the-scenes clip, where do we even begin? So, thank you, editors. You did us a solid one with those great shots. Remember the elegance of Daphne's debut? The regal colors and perfectly tailored dresses Kate and Edwina had throughout season 2. Even the mothers, especially Violet Bridgerton's costumes, were a masterclass in regal elegance and age-appropriate chic. As the matriarch of the Bridgerton clan, Violet exuded timeless sophistication in every stitch of her wardrobe, commanding attention with her impeccable taste throughout season 2. Her attire was a symphony of rich fabrics and intricate details, perfectly tailored to reflect her status and grace. Each character's gowns and ensembles not only epitomized the fashion of the era, but also served as a visual narrative of their grace and poise. From ballroom extravaganzas to intimate family gatherings, Season 2 wardrobe looks were not just about dressing the part. It was about embodying a legacy with flair. Compare that to Season 3, and it's like we've gone from couture to costume party. What happened to opulence, the luxury? Instead, we're served with mismatched patterns and fabrics. Don't even get me started on the Chanel tweed coats. They had some of the mature characters in throughout the season. A clear indication of just because it's designer, it too can be out of place in some instances. But it was not all doom and gloom in Mayfair this season. There were a few gems in the rough, like Penelope's stunning dresses and ball gowns throughout the season. Well, with the exception of the emerald dress and the damn sheer gloves at the Danbury ball. I do agree with Cressida on the point that the fabric did indeed look cheap. And Kate's sari-inspired dress was also a nice touch. Eloise and Francesca's looks were also exquisite. The fit was perfect, and for a moment, I was reminded of the Bridgerton magic. If only the rest of the season could have followed suit, literally. So, what can we learn from this season's fashion faux pas? Sometimes, taking risks doesn't pay off, and even the most beloved series can stumble. But fear not, my dears. With a little luck and a lot of feedback, hopefully, Season 4 will bring back the glamour and style we crave. Thanks for joining me on this fashion roller coaster. Don't forget to let me know in the comments, what was your most cringeworthy costume moment this season? Until next time, stay stylish. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and/or subscribe for more delightful content.